Pisces. Hello my darlings, how are you? Welcome to your reading for the month of September 2022, or as always, whenever you find me is perfectly fine as well. So I am still being drawn to this Chakra Insight Oracle deck. We will just be pulling one card for yourselves from here. This is going to be an additional message or theme that's going to just help us tie together possibly some other things that are going to come through in the reading. We have the honesty card, and the words on the card are truth, transparency, sincerity, and communication. So obviously sitting into that throat chakra, we can see that she has the keyhole actually in her throat there. She's holding the key. So you, my darlings, are holding the key to your own self-expression, to you allowing yourself to speak your truth. So let's see what else does come through for you. I'm going to be getting a card out from the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck. This is going to be the energy it's going to bring us into the start of the month for us. So it could be energy from obviously times past, whether that is last week, last month, last year. It is very intuitive. We take it as the energies and messages come through. Excuse me, I need a bit of that throat opening. Okay, we have the Two of Pentacles in this position. I did just have a sneezing fit. I had to stop your previous reading and start again. It was only a couple of minutes in because I had a sneezing fit and it's still there. Okay, we push on. So Pisces, the Two of Pentacles. You may be juggling up a couple of different options at the moment. You may be trying to navigate your way through maybe a choice that you have, and you're trying to weigh it up and decide which way to go on something. But let's have a look. We'll see what the rest of the reading does bring forward for you. The bulk of the reading, I am going to be using the Tarot of Curious Creatures by Chris-Anne. And I'm not doing a lot of shuffling, so we will see, but I will take the jump outs as they do come. So your first card out is the Two of Cups. So Pisces, this is a lovely energy. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. I've been getting a lot of this with the readings this month, in that the energy coming in at the start of the month, or the energy coming in from the previous month, that card is very often reflected in this first row. So your reading is no different, my darling Pisces. We have the King of Wands is the next card out. Okay. Then we have the Seven of Wands. Keep trying to hold it up straight and I go the wrong way. It's like reversing a trailer. I don't know if you guys have ever reversed trailers, but you have to turn the steering wheel completely counterintuitive to what you think. All right, we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, lovely. The next card out, we have the Death card. Okay, possibly some endings, some transformations, some new births potentially. The next card out is the Queen of Wands. Okay, this is looking good actually, I've got to say. We have the Ten of Swords. All right. And then the final card out for this part of the reading is the Four of Pentacles. Okay. And just before we push on and have a look in a little bit more detail about what's going on, going to look at the energy that is going to take us out at the end of the month and into the next month, next year, etc. And again, we've got that additional confirmation, Queen of Wands. So really interesting here. We've got the Two of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. We've got the Queen of Wands, Queen of Wands. So, you know, this could potentially be a little bit of extra confirmation of the messages that's going to come through with those particular cards. So certainly this idea of being a little bit unsure. As I said, you may be toying up between two options. You may be feeling a little unsure about which way to go around something. This other Two of Wands, it really is about also, are you juggling too many things? Okay, you can see that he's standing on an egg, balancing while he's juggling those Two Pentacles. So sometimes the Two of Pentacles can also be an invitation to look at whether we're trying to juggle too many things, okay? This guy here is literally juggling. So it may be that you are juggling too many things, and what you may be invited to do is to just focus on one thing, all right? We have that Ace of Wands there. So if you're juggling too many things, you've got too many options, maybe just take that one thing that strikes your passion, strikes your excitement, makes you want to go on this brand new adventure. So the Ace of Wands is that. It's a gift from the universe that, that has the potential to lead you off down this new road, explore new things, go on a brand new adventure and find something that really excites you, really, that you're really passionate about. Now, I will also say that we have the Two of Cups, okay? This is the energy that's going to kind of cover off on the energy of your month as a whole. So this is without a doubt, if you look at that card, we've got two dolphins that are very much kind of very enamored with each other. So this is very much the energy of a love card, all right? So this could potentially be a love reading for, I would say, many of the people that are watching. If it doesn't resonate for you as a love reading, this could be some other type of partnership that you're entering into. So if it's not a romantic partnership, it may be a business partnership with those two lots of Two of Pentacles as well. So, but the reason I do say that about the Two of Cups there, and this being potentially a romance reading or a new relationship reading for some of my Pisces, we've also got the perfect pairing here. We have the King and Queen of Wands together, and they are sitting opposite each other in this reading, joined together there by the Ace of Wands. So this new, exciting, passionate new beginning may well be the coming together of this perfect pairing, okay? Now, this perfect pairing, the King and Queen of Wands, it's going to be a really beautiful connection, all right? This is going to be a pair of people coming together, or potentially already being together, that are extremely charismatic. They're brave, they're bold, they're strong, they're passionate, all right? They will be very attractive. But, this Two of Cups is telling me that this is all about you. So even though they're attractive, they're going to be attractive to you, and you're going to be attractive to each other. So, even there we've got the lion and the lioness. So it's a perfect pairing. We've got all these yellows and oranges. So it's about this couple who know who they are. They are strong, they are confident, they are brave, but they are also, very nurturing. We know that the lions are extremely nurturing in their character, the way that they look after their family and their community. So again, a very, and even that Two of Cups, the dolphins are very community oriented, all right? So, and there's almost a sense coming through too with that dolphins is that the dolphins, they kind of speak a different language. We don't understand what they're saying, but they have this almost psychic connection. They speak this, so the sense that I'm getting is that you and your perfect partner are going to kind of speak your own language to each other. And people looking from the outside are going to be like, wow, those two are awesome. Like, look at their connection. Look at how they, they don't even need to really, they know how each other's thinking or feeling almost intuitively through looks, through gazes, through, non-verbal communication almost, if you will. So people will look at this partnership from the outside and go, wow, that's something pretty special. All right. Now, we do have some other cards here that, are a little bit contrary to that very strong message that's coming through. So this Seven of Wands, this is in the position of inspirations this month for you. Now, the Seven of Wands can be a little bit defensive. You can see there that she is holding up that wand in front of her. She's holding her hand out in front of her. She's kind of almost standing her ground on something, being a little defensive, possibly pushing back. Now, this is in the position of inspirations for you this week. So I think what is coming through for me is, because it's right above this Ace of Wands here, which is this potential gift from the universe for something new, something exciting, which, as I said, could well be this perfect pairing, is for some of you there may be this almost a reluctance, almost like it feels too good to be true. There's some kind of defensiveness that someone might be feeling about this relationship coming in. So if this opportunity is coming to you, you know, the cards here are saying that it's a strong connection. It's a good connection. It's a connection that is on its equal. So do be mindful of being too defensive and pushing someone away, keeping someone at arm's length, because that may stop this progression down that road. Okay. I will say with that Two of Pentacles too, you know, I did say that partnership could be a work, some sort of work or business partnership as well. So, but also equally for some of you, you may actually have two choices here in terms of love too. So that may resonate for some of you. It's not going to resonate for all of you. It's not a message that's coming through extremely strongly. So as I said, do take it as it resonates. Now we have the Death card, and this is in the position of how we can best support ourselves. And to a lesser extent, it's to do with our health as well. So this is telling me that we need to kind of surrender to the idea of putting some things to bed. All right. If we want a fresh start, if we want a new passionate beginning, maybe with someone who is our equal, someone who we connect with on a really high level, on a really high spiritual level, we maybe need to put to bed some previous, maybe things that we're holding on to from the past. This card next to it is the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so the Death card and the Four of Pentacles, sorry, I'm all off kilter. They're both saying, what are you holding on to? Are you holding on to maybe even some old relationship patterning or experiences or, trauma from past relationships? Okay, so again, this could potentially hold you back from this. Right above that, we have the Ten of Swords. Again, it's an ending. So you are being invited to completely end, like completely put to bed any fears, anything that you're holding on to in terms of anything that may stop you moving forward in this passionate new beginning. Also, if we bring it back to, maybe a new business partnership, because I don't want it to just focus on love. I know not everyone is focused on love or isn't going to resonate with this message. Absolutely, in terms of career, finances, resources, etc. Same message, just different cards. Okay, it's still the same. You're still being asked, are you holding on to anything that is holding you back? All right, so the Four of Pentacles is about holding on to something that maybe you could let go of. And the Ten of Swords is about a complete and utter ending to something. The Death card is a complete ending to something. It's it's the beginning of something new. But we do need to allow that process. We need to allow the process of transformation. We need to surrender and let go to welcome in those new energies, welcome in those fresh energies. And this death card, I always say that with this death card, you know, once where you may have been under pressure for such a long time, but you've come out a diamond, all right? So, so please don't lose sight of maybe, I don't know, yeah, I don't want to harp on too much about this, you know, letting something go, putting it to bed. I don't know why I'm saying putting it to bed. It's not a term that I would use. Because even putting it to bed is not temporary. It's only temporary because you're just putting it to bed, whereas death is permanent. So I feel like, I don't know why I'm saying putting it to bed though. So what the message that's coming through is you're being invited to not put it to bed, to make it more permanent. All right, I'm just going to see if I can get some clarification on that, particularly that death card. Don't know why I'm saying putting it to bed. That maybe you're saying that you are familiar with or you use. It's certainly not a turn of phrase I use. So we have the Hierophant and we have the Ten of Wands. So in terms of this death card, being in the position of how we can best support ourselves, our health, I feel like you may actually need to even seek some guidance on this. Okay, so the Ten of Wands is saying this has been a difficult path that you have taken to get here, and you're pretty well exhausted. And I feel like for some of you, you have only put it to bed and it needs to be permanent, whatever this thing is that you need to work through. And I feel like you're going to need to maybe get some spiritual guidance on that. This is not generally how I would read, you know, many, or particularly the Hierophant card. I wouldn't, you know, I don't tend to read it in that way. But I get the feeling for some of you, you could do with seeking out some professional help to get you to put that bundle down and rest and recuperate. All right, that's a fairly self-explanatory meaning there with the Ten of Wands. But with the Hierophant, I feel like you're going to be seeking guidance. Now, the Hierophant can sometimes be, you know, it can be like spiritual guidance in terms of, you know, we look at here in this image, it's a religious figure. So sometimes it could be a religious leader. If you are that way inclined, you know, that may be a way you can go. But bear in mind that the way things have evolved in our world, we can seek guidance in lots of other ways. So you may seek spiritual guidance maybe with a healer or with a counsellor or with hypnotherapy, or there's lots of different ways that we can seek this guidance, all right? Sometimes with the Hierophant card, it's a question of whether the structures that we have in place around us, whether they're still relevant, you know, whether those, I guess, those formal structures are still relevant, yeah. All right. Now, let's have a look. The Ten of Swords, so as I said, this is a complete ending. This is in terms of your career, finances, and resources. So for some of you, this could very well be the end in terms of it could be the end of some type of career or job, a change in job, obviously, after this ending, and it could very well be a painful ending. The Ten of Swords is obviously, again, it's painful, and we've got the Ten of Wands that came up there as well. So again, quite a difficult journey, a difficult path that we've taken to get to this Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands. But after you've put down those 10 wands, after you've pulled out those 10 swords from your back, you know, you are completely free. You're completely dead. all right? You're completely free. You're completely open then to step into this new opportunity. It may well be that if it's an end of some sort of career, job, a way that you support yourself, it could be that you're going to do something that's much more rewarding for you in terms of something that you're passionate about. And again, with that Queen of Wands moving forward too, this is saying that this is something that you are going to excel at, you're going to be proficient at, you're going to be quite an esteemed leader in terms of whatever it is that this new opening up experience for you. So Pisces, it really does feel like there's two separate readings. So for some of you, there's definitely this love thing, but for others, there's absolutely this career, finance, job, change in job thing that's coming through. So as I said, please do take what resonates. Obviously, the readings cannot resonate for absolutely everyone. So if there's something that resonates for you, that's great. And then leave everything else for somebody else. And I'm sure you've heard that with other readers. So do keep that in mind. I will also say with this, I want to come back to this honesty card. So truth, transparency, sincerity, and communication. I do feel like if this is a new relationship that's on offer, that communicating what you want, what you want this new relationship to look like, it could be very important to the success of the relationship. It may even be, for some of you, you may also need to speak honestly about any of these past patterns maybe that you're holding on to that are potentially holding you back. So if you feel like some of this is holding you back, if you're holding on to something like I was talking about before, it may be if you can express that with your partner moving forward. Look, I'm struggling with this. I'm struggling to let this go. I do want to seek help for it. I do want to work my way through it. I want it dead, not just putting it to bed. I want it completely dead, gone, buried, because I want to come out that diamond. I want to come out that butterfly and come out that beautiful version of yourself so that you can meet your partner in a place of equals. Okay. Pisces, I do hope that makes sense. I do apologize with those two separate messages coming through for love and or business. It could be both, but it feels like it's either one or the other. So as I said, I do hope that makes sense with the two separate messages coming through. I do hope you've enjoyed the reading, and if you have, please do like, share and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you soon. All right, my friends, bye-bye.